I'll have to look and figure out which one it is. I was just on YouTube. Based. Do tap that screen here on TikTok, everyone. Like the stream here on YouTube. I really appreciate everyone coming through here on YouTube. Thank you so much, everyone. We're going to start dunking on some MAGA here very, very soon. Thank you for all the roses, everyone. If you do want to debate, make sure to send a guest request right now. Please only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates. Well, it's good everyone joining in. Do give it a second for it to start sending out here on TikTok, everyone, for YouTube. It takes a second to start getting people up here for debates. It just matters on like the TikTok send out. So, but what's up, everyone here on TikTok? How y'all doing? Tomorrow's my birthday. Happy early birthday, Mary. Happy early birthday. We are back. 2K. Wow. Yeah, I know. 2K is good. Really good for YouTube. Really good for YouTube. I mean, we had 6.5 or 6.4 that we lost from TikTok earlier. So hopefully we can build that back up here. And hopefully we don't lose too many people since we started the TikTok stream back up. But we might lose some. I think we lost 100, but we'll keep it going. All right, let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. All right, let's get this next person up here. Please, everyone, only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Yo, what's up? How are you?
22.
Did you vote Trump?
Absolutely.
Why so?
Because I'm not a fucking idiot.
Okay, well, it sounds like you are. Okay. All right, they left. All right, let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. All right, let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Did you vote for Trump?
Of course I voted for Trump.
Why so?
Well, he had good policies, and I believe that Kamala Harris was a DEI candidate.
Okay, did you know that Trump was a DEI candidate?
What makes you say that?
The only reason he was president in 2016 was because of the Electoral College. The Electoral College is DEI. Can you define DEI for me?
Yeah, it's it's equality, inclusion, and diversity. Sorry.
Diversity, equity, inclusion. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And diversity, equity, inclusion not only applies in the context of race, but it also applies in the context of gender. It applies in the context of people who have disabilities, right? We have DEI in order to ensure accessibility for people who are disabled.
Yeah, right? I know all this.
We have DEI within the Electoral College that literally helps smaller states have greater levels of representation. So you're completely okay with DEI in all those scenarios, but it's wrong if it were to help like marginalized communities in the United States.
It's the vice president that's the second.
And also, secondly, like she's not a DEI candidate. I'm just letting you know.
I disagree.
Well, can you give me any evidence that she was picked only because she's black?
Yeah, I can.
Biden had this like $5. Thank you so much.
Way up before the election, like he was going to vote for a female black president. Like not even.
Wait. He was just he's acknowledging the traits that Kamala Harris had. He's not saying he only picked Kamala Harris because of those traits.
Well, then what's the point of saying those traits then?
Because representation is good.
I agree with that, but don't you do agree that
why did Trump recognize that he had a woman on his administration?
What do you mean? I'm not familiar with that. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, why did he acknowledge that he had a woman on his administration? He literally added a woman to his administration. They acknowledged it. Secondly, if you want to address this, we could say J.D. Vance is a DEI candidate because the only reason he was picked is because of the evangelical vote.
But do you agree that I don't know anything about like why J.D. Vance was elected? All I know is that there was definitely a better VP selection than Kamala Harris.
Why?
Like I said, I believe she was picked for her ethnicity rather than her qualifications.
Can you tell me one thing that you dislike about Kamala Harris? Sir Brooks, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much.
One thing that I dislike about Kamala Harris.
I actually defend the Sir Brooks, I don't know what you're specifically referencing, but sorry, what were you saying, Snags?
You said one thing that I dislike about Kamala Harris.
Yeah, or one thing you think she lacks qualifications within.
Well, I just think it's kind of weird how, like, way before the election, Biden was saying that he was going to vote for a black female president.
He's just acknowledging the traits that Kamala Harris had. So, do you have an issue with, like, Her skin color or
No,
her being a
don't try to
woman?
pull that card. Not at all. I'm
Okay,
saying
well then, can you tell
equality
me
is
what
important.
specifically about her do you dislike, right, or think that makes her not qualified?
Amy Klobuchar was a better VP candidate.
Why do you say that? Did you just like hear Charlie Kirk say it and you just fucking ran with it?
No, she is.
Okay, why? Can you tell me one thing Amy Klobuchar has ever done?
No.
So shut the fuck up. Respectfully, like that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. For you to be like, oh my god, Amy Klobuchar is better, but you don't even know a single thing Amy Klobuchar has done. Like, dude, that's such a ridiculous statement. Can you give me one quality of Kamala Harris's that's bad?
False convictions.
What false convictions? Push the paper crane.
Oh no, not false convictions, but convicting people for what was it? Smoking. I'm not going to say it, but like.
No, she didn't do that. No one for possession did she like convict.
All right, maybe I can't name something that's bad about her, but I still have this, I guess, preconceived belief, and you're kind of
Misogyny and or racism.
All right, bro. Misogyny.
Probably. Like I'm gonna be totally honest. If you just have a vibe that's against her when you have no reasoning, that sounds like it's one of those traits. Like either
Yeah,
misogyny or
I'm
racism.
conceding. Honestly, I'm getting my opinion swayed a little bit right now.
Okay.
But you do admit that Trump has had good policies, right?
Can you name one?
Yeah, I can name. Yeah, I can actually name a couple. No tax on overtime. I think that was.
Why
good.
wasn't that in his budget bill?
Dude, give it some time, man. It's early.
Yeah, okay, man. Why didn't he put it in the budget bill?
I don't know.
No tax on overtime, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security. What happened?
All right. Well, Operation Warp Speed. That
Con
was
artist, maybe? Yeah, Operation Warp Speed. Where did you get that from when I said it on Jubilee?
What? No, I just know his policies.
Okay, yeah.
What?
You got that from me saying it on Jubilee, didn't you?
No, on everything I didn't. First Step Act.
Okay.
I mean, that's three already. Like, can you?
You
just
know, the First Step Act was a Democratic policy that Obama wanted to pass, but Republicans wouldn't pass when he was there.
And Obama's a good president.
Yeah, so that would have been signed into law either way. So that's not something that's different amongst the candidates to indicate that like you would vote for one side over the other. Wasn't me. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you so much. I know, right? Billy Bob, thank you so much for the $1. I don't know why it spam bans me. It's really weird.
So you think Kamala Harris is qualified?
Absolutely.
Give me some of her accomplishments that would make her qualified for the VP position.
So she had the most tie-breaking votes of any vice president ever, including the Inflation Reduction Act, the largest investment in renewable energy of any country ever, along with the $35 cap on insulin for people on Medicare. Everyone on Medicare, whereas Donald Trump's executive order for the $35 cap on insulin was only applicable to certain aspects of Medicare. Secondly, we could reference the fact that she raised over $5 billion in private funds to reduce the likelihood of people coming here from Central America. That's a great policy. She also put into the bipartisan infrastructure bill, right, like high-speed broadband to rural communities, to expand access to economic development for like smaller towns and areas.
You love to you love to read that out, don't you?
Read that out? Where did I read that from?
No, like you have it in your head memorized for whenever someone asks that.
Okay, okay, I have an answer to your question. Do you want me to not? Where am I supposed to access the information if it's not from memory?
No, I'm just saying.
Sir Brooks, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much.
Well. But
no, I did see that. He who saves his country doesn't violate any law. Trump's supporters need to justify this tweet, explain how it isn't dictatorial. I actually thought he was referencing that it's the person who's saving this country is, right, Jesus. I think that's what he's referencing from that tweet, right? If he's not, it just is incoherent. That's at least my thoughts on it. I don't know. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say you would agree with me that Kamala Harris or Joe Biden definitely waited a little bit too long to address the border crisis.
Sure, so did Trump.
I mean, he at least had a plan.
Really? What's the plan?
Well, like whether it made sense or not, he still had a plan to build a wall.
The bipartisan border bill would have built more wall than Trump ever did under his administration. So what are his concepts of a plan?
I'm sure there was more to that bill. There's got to be a reason. Like, you really think he just killed the bill just so he has something over the Democrats?
Yes, actually.
Really?
Because the foreign assistance he brought up was separated from the bill, so there was a solo border aspect of the bill that he undermined. He called people in Congress to undermine. He acknowledged himself. He said, blame it on me if the border bill fails. Lindsey Graham acknowledged it. Mitch McConnell acknowledged it. Prominent Republicans. Who also acknowledged it? Right? James Langford, who was a Trump-endorsed Republican who co-authored the bill.
I'm trying to go to all these different points, and you're just disproving every one. I got to give it to you, man.
Appreciate it.
I'm trying to think of anything else.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, Rad?
No, I think that's it, little guy.
Appreciate it. Little guy's crazy. Let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Tap that screen, everyone here on TikTok. Let's get up to 500,000 likes. Here on YouTube, everyone do like that stream. Let's try to get to 2,000 likes here on YouTube, y'all. Yo, what's up, how old are you? All right, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. I think they're a troll. LVZ, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much. Professor Parker putting the smackdown on the uninformed. P.S. Everybody's pro-life until that. Life is Trayvon Martin. Yes, MAGA, definitely. They're pro-life until then, for real. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Like a Calabasas squash. Her body, she has the body of a Calabasas.
Hello.
Let's go into the next individual. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates. Get this next person up here. Keep tapping that screen. Keep sharing the live, everyone, here on TikTok. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Yo, what's up, Parker? I'm very old. I'm not actually very old. I'm like late 20s, man. You're fine.
Did you vote Trump?
I did. What's up, man? I was up here the other day and I said the M word and I got kicked. So I'm gonna avoid saying the substance of that you put into a water pipe.
Okay. Yeah, I would recommend saying M drug because it sounds a little too close to like, yeah.
Does this devil lettuce work, or will I get? Well, do I get booted?
I would just say M drug because everyone thought you said N word. So like you were referencing that you did yourself say the N word, but you said M. So because N and M sound very similar.
You're good, man. But how's that going? So like, I voted for him. I think I was like trying to tell you the story last time of like, I had a buddy who got stopped by the police and he had like 2 grams of the M drug on him. And I voted for him specifically because I also, when I was like late high school, early college, I was an avid user of the M drug. I love that stuff. So I actually really liked when he was in, I didn't vote for him in 2016, by the way.
Wait, he wants it to be federally legal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm cool with that. You said federally legal, yes?
Federally illegal.
Oh, I mean, like, boo-hoo at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, I would have gotten arrested.
It sounds like that's going to affect you right now.
No, because I stopped. I stopped a couple of years ago. I mean, honestly, stopping honestly helped my anxiety. And anybody in the chat right now, if you're actually doing it, I recommend honestly taking a break from it because it will actually improve your life. Recommend just going cold, cold turkey, everything in life. So, I mean,
I'm good. It affects me in a positive way.
Do you do the anxiety stick though? Like
it's called an elevation pen.
Do you call it an
stick?
An elevation stick is are you using a 50 milligram? Are you going?
Well, you can't get into specifics there. It's going to be 1,000, brother.
Oh, God. Okay, I see you, buddy. I see you. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course, dude.
I'm happy for you, man. That used to be me. I had one bad experience, and ever since then, honestly, it helped me getting off it. That's all I'll say. But that did help me. I really like the First Step Act personally. I think that was a great bipartisan bill passed by him. Also, another great thing that was passed, in my opinion, was actually the tariffs on steel that really helped our manufacturing in our country. We added 1,000 plus.
Actually, I just want to let you know, with both of those, they're both bipartisan. So that was
no, absolutely. But it was pushed through while he was president. And that was something that he actually advocated for, and he talked about during his 2016 campaign was something going through with that. And I think that's a huge thing. My only problem that I would have with Trump in 2024 was that he took a lot of money from Miriam Adelson, and I do have a huge. I don't want to get into this because I don't want to get kicked off your live, but I have a huge heart for the Palestinian people. And I think that is a huge problem going forward is how did the conservative party deal with the Israel lobby and AIPAC as a whole? And I think that's both something you and I hopefully can find middle ground on is how do we as a country actually overcome the AIPAC lobby as both conservatives and liberal going forward? Because I do think that is something that plagues our nation, that we are not actually doing things for the average person in this country.
Well, then you probably would regret voting for Donald Trump, given that he said he wanted to ethnically cleanse the Palestinian population.
No, I think I regretted voting for him afterwards, but not necessarily regretting. I don't want to put words in my own mouth here. That he did take $100 million from Miriam Adelson. I think that is a bad
So you do regret voting?
No, that's why I said I don't want to put words in my mouth. I don't necessarily regret voting for him. I think that's a little euphemism here that like it's a catch-22 because like I mean if I sit there and say I regret voting for Trump, I don't want to sit there and seem weak because I don't actually regret voting for him. I think at the end of the day, I still am going to be better off in 4 years voting for Donald Trump than I am under Kamala. Well, first thing first, I actually managed to get the money back on taxes this year, which is like actually a first. I managed to up my income this past year. I'm very proud of that. Worked a lot harder this year. Got a good raise at work. I've been kind of putting my nose to the ground.
Do you make over 400 a year?
No, actually, I make 120.
Okay, well then your taxes are going to go up because of Trump's policies.
That's crazy. I actually got more money back this year than I did back in 2021.
Well, that was both of those are Trump's tax policy.
Can you give me one actual site that why I would actually have less money under Trump than under Biden under that policy then?
Yeah, because Donald Trump specifically wanted to increase tariffs. Wants to increase tariffs.
That does not have anything to do with my taxes. That has things to do with me buying products from the store.
Hold up. I understand, but that's a tax on you.
That's not me filing taxes at the end of the year. I know what you're trying to say, but that's not me filing taxes.
Can I please finish?
No, go ahead. Sorry.
So it is a tax on the consumer. The reason why it's a tax on the consumer is because tariffs are a tax on imported goods.
Is that a tax on my wages?
Are you okay?
No, I'm asking you a direct question. Is that a tax directly on my wages via the federal government, or is that a tax via trade?
It's trade for your wages. Wages are predicated off of trade.
No, they are not.
Those
are two very completely.
When you get a wage,
am I getting a guaranteed tax?
Hey, please be respectful. So here, I'm going to tell you to respectfully shut the fuck up. Okay? Can you take that and run with it, please? I would appreciate that so much. So if it affects your buying power, it's a tax that's specifically negatively impacting the consumer, which will disproportionately negatively impact lower and middle income individuals because they spend a greater proportion of their income on imported goods, right, and consumer goods. So you can sit there and you can acknowledge that it's not a tax or something like that. That's just insane, right? I would love for you to define what tariff is. Oh, and you got banned for. Oh my God, did it actually just visibility restrict my live? No way. No way. I got rid of him. Is it still? It's because he said too many things that are close to M-drug. Bro. It didn't go away. All right, well, I gotta restart the live here on TikTok. Do give it a second. Everyone who's here on TikTok, just come back. I'll do a quick restart. I mean, there's 3.3 thousand people in here. If you don't want to deal with these constant restarts, go to my YouTube right now. Parker Get a Job. Linktree's in the bio. It's like my fourth link on Linktree. So click on my Linktree. Go to the fourth link. Go over to YouTube. Parker Get a Job. We have like 2,000 people over there right now. So go over, join us there. Like it's just way better. So I'll see y'all there in a second. That voice.